book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 3. In NLT, this vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. All praises to Yahweh, by Shem HaMashai, Wahara Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles, and the great millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some look like the heathen. Beginning 144,000, preachers, teachers, and prophets, Shalom. Yeah, got this video right here. I'm gonna play like the first 9 minutes. And the YouTube handle is Right Side Broadcasting. Right? This was 18 hours ago. It says, watch House GOP speak on latest crypto legislation after passing clarity, genius, and anti-CBDC Act. Now, he is going to mention the Internet of Value. Alright, now the Internet of Value is going to lead to the Internet of Bodies. Okay, the Internet of Bodies is going to be linked up with this system digitally. Now, this whole Genius Act goes into America maintaining its dominance, its U.S. currency, its dominance through its U.S. currency. All right, which is going to be digital. All right, so everything is going to what? A digital platform. All right, which is going to lead to the MOTB. Now, we're going to get what Internet of Value and Internet of Bodies mean. But let's get this real quick. Revelation 13:16, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. There is wisdom, let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. So that's a digital system, and you will not be able to buy or sell without this mark that's going to be implanted in either hand or your forehead. You'll not be able to function without it. All right, that's what it's eventually going to lead to. All right, now I'm going to play the video, but let's get this real quick. It says the acronym Genius Act stands for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act. It is a piece of U.S. legislation aimed at regulating payment stablecoins, a type of cryptocurrency designed to maintain value. All right. The Genius Act establishes a federal framework for regulating stablecoins, defining rules for the insurance, and use key aspects include, and you see all that, but let's do this. I typed in, how does the Genius Act affect other countries? The Genius Act is designed to create a comprehensive framework for regulating stablecoins in the United States will likely have significant ripple effects on other countries, according to One Safe and others. Here's how other countries might be affected. Setting a global precedence, the U.S. establishing a clear regulatory framework for stablecoins could influence other nations to develop or refine their own regulations, potentially leading to more stabilized global approaches to digital assets. Increased compliance and transparency expectations, with the U.S. setting higher standards for stablecoin users. Companies included in the digital asset space globally may face pressure to enhance their compliance and transparency efforts, says OnSafe. This could particularly impact fintech startups focused on crypto payments, strengthening U.S. dollar stablecoins. The Act's focus on U.S. dollar-backed stablecoins could make U.S. regulated stablecoins more attractive internationally, potentially boosting their market share and further cementing the dollar's role in the global digital economy. And this is how you know no other country is going to be dominant over America while America is in rule, man. All right? America is the face of this digital currency. Hey, Trump said that. He want global dominance, right? Hey, and Esau is going to remain in power until Yahweh Shema shall take him out of the way. All right? Now you go back to that Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, yeah, also because he, Esau, transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You see? And that's that Esau dominating the globe, man, and continuing to having these nations underneath their thumb, right? And it's gonna be by way of this digital currency, man. Right? We're soon gonna be the MOTB. All right. It says challenges for non-USD stablecoins and smaller players. Non-USD stablecoins might face increased scrutiny and regulatory challenges, potentially shifting investment towards more regulated options. Additionally, smaller or less resource startups globally could face significant compliance costs, which might lead to reduced diversity in crypto payment solutions, cross-border collaboration, and partnerships. The clarity provided by the GENIUS Act could foster collaborations and partnerships between U.S. compliant companies and entities in other countries seeking to align with international regulatory expectations. Demand for U.S. treasuries, the requirement for stablecoins to be backed by liquid assets, including U.S. treasuries, could potentially increase global demand for U.S. government debt, particularly short-term treasury bills. Impact on other countries with existing regulations. Nations with existing regulations such as the EU with its MICA framework will need to consider how the U.S. approach compares and potentially adapt their strategies to maintain competitiveness in the global digital asset. And you can just keep reading, man. Increased scrutiny of foreign issuers. The Act allows the U.S. Treasury to designate foreign stablecoin users as non-compliant if they don't meet U.S. regulations, potentially limiting their ability to operate in the U.S. market. And that's that control. National security and illicit finance. The Act's provisions on anti-money laundering and sanctions compliance for stablecoin issuers, including the ability to freeze assets, could strengthen international efforts to combat illicit activity in the digital asset space, according to a fact sheet from the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. All right. So I typed in, let me see. What does the GENIUS Act mean for the dollar? I mean, we just read it, but let's read some more. Overview of the GENIUS Act passed by the U.S. Senate and now awaiting presidential signature, and he's going to sign it. Aims to create a federal framework for regulating stablecoins, digital tokens pegged to the U.S. dollar. This act could potentially solidify the U.S. dollar's dominance in the digital economy and boost its use in mainstream transactions. And it's pretty much saying the same thing we read earlier. Here's a breakdown of the potential impact: enhanced stability and trust in digital payments. The GENIUS Act mandates that stable coins be backed by one-to-one reserves of assets like U.S. dollars or treasury bills, increasing the stability and reducing the risk of sudden value fluctuations. This increased stability could encourage wider adoption of stablecoins for everyday transactions, potentially leading to faster and cheaper payments compared to traditional methods. You see, faster and cheaper. So everything is for what? Convenience. Remember, everything is for convenience, y'all. Strengthening U.S. dollar's global role. I mean, we pretty much read that. Increased transparency and security. We read that. Potential impact on existing crypto market. I mean, so hey, so you get the point. All right, you get the point. Now let's go ahead and look up these two terms real quick. The Internet of Value, because this is what they're going to mention. I want to get all this information out of the way. How about Shemashah will allow, and then we can just let the video ride, and you can just understand what they're talking about from there. All right, it says AI overview, Internet of Value. He's going to mention this in the video. The Internet of Value, LOV, is a concept that envisions a future where the Internet enables the seamless and instant transfer of value, similar to how information is currently shared. You see, that quick access, that instant access, that quick transaction, that instant transaction. Okay? It aims to eliminate intermediaries and associated costs, making transactions as easy and efficient as sending data. This concept is widely linked to blockchain technology, which provides a secure and decentralized platform for value transfer. You can read more upon that. Here's a more detailed explanation. Core idea: the Internet of Value essentially means transferring anything that has value, financial or otherwise, over the internet directly between parties without the need for traditional intermediaries like banks or payment processors. You see? Without banks or payment processors, man. Without the apps, without the middleman, without the banks. So, hey, as you've been seeing for the past couple of years, banks been shut down, man. All right? And these major banks really are going to be linked up to the system as well. All right? And be part of that quick, easy access, which are all going to be linked to one system. All right? Now, that's the Internet of Value. Now, you type in the Internet of Bodies, because that's what it's leading to. The MOTB. All right. Internet of Bodies, AI overview. The Internet of Bodies refers to the network of devices connected to, implanted with, or worn on the human body, transmitting data and potentially altering bodily functions. And you see at the top, look, the brain chip. I just noticed that. Look, Internet of Bodies, the brain chip. You see? Right there, it's on the hand. So, hey, everything is here, man. All this, the mark of the beast is sleeping with white women and it's seeing itself, and it's a picture of Jesus. All this foolishness, man. Cut it out, man. Just cut it out, man. All right, just cut it out, man. It says it's an extension of the Internet of Things, focusing specifically on how technology interacts with and impacts the human body. Internet of Bodies technologies include wearable devices like smartwatches, implantable devices like pacemakers, and even ingestible sensors. Hey, you see people walking around with these devices on. Some people have these devices in them. It's for their health. Okay, it's so the doctors can and you yourself can keep track of what's going on with your body. Well, they've been causing all to go along with it, man. Hey, don't forget, we did a video. A lot of us brothers did a video on about what the Holy Spirit, RFK Jr. talk about wearing wearables for your health, man. And as we brought out again by what the Holy Spirit. Hey, it's a setup that's going to lead you to the mark of the beast. Everything is positioning people, causing people, preparing people to become accustomed with this digital technology, man. So when they come out, they're going to be like, oh, okay, it's normal. But those of us who are watching, primarily us, the hopeful elect, the seeking the video elect, the Yahweh Shema Shai, and we know what it is, man. Hey, you got a lot of Edomites, man, that know what it is. You know, so you see, man. Hey, that's what that Internet of Bodies is. It says key aspects of Internet of Bodies: data collection and transmission. Internet of Bodies devices gather various biometric and behavioral data such as heart rate, sleep patterns, and even facial expressions, which can be transmitted to other devices or cloud storage for analysts. And you see, that's what the MOTB does. All right. It says potential benefits. Internet of Bodies offers potential benefits to healthcare, such as improved preventative care. Hey, them knowing what's going on with you and being able to act quickly. Hey, don't forget they're doing away with these hospitals and medical staff, doctors. It says personalized medicine and remote patient monitoring. It could also enhance productivity and encourage active participation in health management. Excuse me. It says ethical and security concerns. Internet of Bodies raises significant ethical and security concerns, including data privacy, security breaches, potential for misuse of personal information, and the impact on individual autonomy and autonomy, according to RAND researchers. I mean, that's it, man. That's it. Hey, you jump down types of internet body devices. We just read some of them. External wearable devices like smart watches and fitness trackers. Internal devices implanted inside the body like pacemakers and cochlear implants. Embedded devices that med with the body, such as BCI, which would be brain computer interface. That's a brain chip. All right, that's the brain chip. And you can just keep reading, man. It's a lot, man. Smart clothing, BCI, implantable sensors and devices, smart pills. Come on, man. Come on, man. In essence, the Internet of Bodies represents a convergence of the human body and technology, offering potential benefits, but also requiring careful consideration of the ethical, security, and societal implications. And you're not going to have any privacy. All right. So we just got those two terms: Internet of Value, Internet of Bodies. Again, eventually it's going to lead to the MOTB. Now I'm going to put the link to this video in the description box so you can watch the entire video. I'm going to play like the first 9 minutes. And that's going to be it, man. So, hey, things are being put in place. And prophecy is most definitely moving, man. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. Bahava Dash, man.
How movie stars make their beards look perfect in under 5 minutes. I want to try it myself, and this is my simpler touch review. The professional step.
Don't forget, man, we got to continue to always pray that Yahweh Shema Shah keep his Holy Spirit upon us and take not his Holy Spirit away from us, man. But this all we got, y'all, man. Ain't nothing here. All right, there's nothing here. No peace, no comfort, no nothing, man. All right? Let's let it ride.
Mike and Steve will show up while we're doing this, but let's get going. For far too long, America's digital assets industry has been stifled by ambiguous rules, confusing enforcement, and the Biden administration's anti-crypto crusade. But President Trump and this Congress are correcting course and unleashing America's digital asset potential with historic, transformative legislation. President Trump promised to make America the crypto capital of the world, and today we delivered. The Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and our anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act deliver on the America First digital assets agenda by solidifying the dollar's dominance as the world's reserve currency, spurring innovation by creating regulatory certainty with clear market structure, and ensuring that any development of digital money reflects our American values of privacy, individual sovereignty, and free market competitiveness. Together, these three pieces of legislation set the stage for growth, innovation, and prosperity right here in the United States of America. I'd like to thank Chairman Hill, Chairman Thompson, and Chairman Stile, my friend Dusty Johnson from, what's that state, South Dakota? Yeah, the Lesser Dakota, for their steadfast leadership, and I am very grateful for that, on digital assets in this great House of Representatives. And I'd especially like to thank the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. We would not be celebrating these wins today without his vision of America on top in the global digital economy. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our Financial Services Chair, French Hill.
There's a old expression in venture capital, which is that the average overnight success takes 10 years. And what you see before us is the work by staff in the House Agriculture Committee, House Financial Services Committee, staff in the Senate Banking Committee, that people have been working on for years. And so for the better part of 5 years, the members here, led by Whip Emmer, our colleague from Ohio, Warren Davidson, former chair, Patrick McHenry, that really set the stage for the success that we're having today. So it is not an overnight success. It's the result of hard work by staff and members on both sides of the aisle. The second old expression is that when you have that shot of unified government, where the Senate, the House, and the White House are in the same political party, you have that rare opportunity to do big things. And this also is successful because, as Whip Emmer said, of the exceptional leadership from President Trump that wants fintech, digital asset innovation here at home as a part of his strategy to make America great again by bringing capital back here, pursuing innovation here, and leading in digital payments, just as we have for decades in global capital markets and in finance generally. So I have to say we're off to a really great start. And what an amazing set of partners I have with Brian Stile and Dusty Johnson and GT. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart of what a great partnership it's been. And to my friends over in the Senate, thanks for doing some work. We're so grateful to Tim Scott as the new dynamic leader of the Senate Banking Committee, and my home state Senator John Bozeman, the new chairman of the Senate Agriculture Committee. They've been great partners. And bringing genius over from the Senate, passing it in the House overwhelmingly today, 308 votes. And on clarity, 294 votes.
Pizza Inn presents I Ate at Pizza Inn. I ate pizza.
And on clarity, 294 votes. I think the doubters around here, maybe some in this room, need to go back and check your premises of not betting against the team you have up here and the team led by Mike Johnson and Steve Scalise that are going to join us. So I want to thank the Senate, thank my friend from college, Bill Haggerty, for putting together a great bill, finding 68 senators to vote for it. It's hard for the press corps to write the numbers, 6-8 for a vote in the Senate. So Bill delivered, and we have partnered with him to deliver here in the House, and now tomorrow, President Trump gets to sign into law his first of several bills to come that will help make America an incredible leader globally in digital assets. And with that, let me call on my good friend, my partner, my fellow Eagle Scout, G.T. Thompson, Chairman of the Ag Committee.
Hey, well, good afternoon and happy Crypto Day. Now, what a way to celebrate passing 3 great crypto bills out of the House of Representatives. And I love it because, the naysayers, the folks that look at our numbers, that place odds, that we're just not going to be able to get anything done. We have proved them wrong over and over and over. And Mr. Whip, we're not done yet, right? We got a long ways to go. But what a great success today. A success for America. America was in the driver's seat and is known for Internet or Web 1.0, the Internet of knowledge. And then came along, Internet 2.0, the Internet of Things. And of course,
Let me rewind that, man. It drowned it out a little bit.
that's America. It is known for Internet or Web 1.0, the Internet of Knowledge. And then came along Internet 2.0, the Internet of Things. And of course, that's America. We were at the epicenter of that within the world. But the question was, who was going to have control and have be the center of Web 3.0, the Internet of Value? And the competition was steep. It was great. Almost every nation in this world was positioning themselves to really be that home plate, that epicenter for the Internet of Value. But you know what? With what we did today, we have proven the United States of America will be the epicenter of Web 3.0 with these three pieces of legislation. Legislation was principle-based legislation. In the Clarity Act, it was based on, number one, was protecting consumers. That's extremely important to do. As somebody come out of healthcare and do no harm, that was important to our committees as we worked on that. But equally important was to provide legislation, a legislative map going forward, a regulatory regime to where we fostered innovation. Because this is not just about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. This is about blockchain technology. And it's hard. I mean, we can't even imagine. We know what we can do today, but it's hard to imagine what we can do tomorrow over the horizon. But we can do that now with a framework like we've passed today. What a great team to work with. You know, French Hill and Dusty Johnson, Brian Stile, our speaker, leader, whip, and our Democratic colleagues. My thanks on the Agriculture Committee to my ranking member, my agriculture partner, Angie Craig, and Dawn Davis, who was really at the tip of the spear with the subcommittee serving with Dusty, did a great job. But, you know, we're celebrating right now, but we're not resting. We're not resting. We're looking forward. And what I see is a bright future for even more and even better. We've got a Senate Ag that is committed to move. In fact, 2 days ago, they had a hearing on market structures. We led by a mutual friend, Senator Bozeman. And then the Senate Banking Committee, which is committed to move, led by a fellow a former House member and a good friend to all of us, Tim Scott. And then we do have President Trump, who is committed to bringing our country into the future through the modernizing what really is the financial and technological sectors, and that's what we've done today. So I'll just we'll take a few minutes to celebrate, but then, quite frankly, we're going to be right back at it because we got a lot more to do and a lot more wins to put on the board. And I am really pleased to introduce a dear friend of mine. He serves he's a leader within our conference, and he serves on the Financial Services Committee as a subcommittee chair, Brian Stiles.
Thanks, Chairman Thompson.
That's it, man. You can watch the rest of the video. I'll put the link in the description box. And all these guys are weirdos, man. All right, but you see what was said and what's to come, man. Like the man said, hey, they're not done. He said they got plenty more things to move in place, man. All right, and that's prophecy. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai is making prophecy move, man. Shalom.